All right, today I'm going to talk about outside jet sow. Now, outside jet sow is found outside jet sow is found in Seal Talform in the third section. As you come in here, you do cow sow, this motion here, outside jet sow. Cow sow, outside jet sow. So, just like everything I've talked about before, anything you want to do in Wing Chun, you want to learn to go with the force. So to apply outside jet sow, if it comes in here, pocket punches, you come in here, you go with the force this way, and I can apply the outside jet sow. Now that concept of going with the force is so much easier said than done. So what we're going to do today actually is do a little drill using the outside jet sow and showing you how you can help go with the force. So we start from here. Switch hands. Let's start from here. Now, even at this point of contact, you can really start to feel the other guy's force. Now remember, listening to that force isn't just, oh, I touch it, but when you touch that person, you can actually feel the direction of they're going. Now, if you remember from my previous videos, the direction they should be going is towards your target. So each person from this point right here should be targeting one another. Now, when Ed comes in and punches me from here, once I make contact and he continues to do the punch, I want to go with the force and withdraw my arm as he continues to punch. Now, as I feel the force come in here, as it gets to, let's just call it a fist away from my chest, then I want to be able to control that force and guide it out and apply my outside jet sow. Now from here, I'm going to come in and punch him, and he's going to do the exact same thing. He's going to listen to me as I continue to push my hand forward. He wants to go with that and match that. So as I push forward here, he's going to withdraw his hand, going with that force. When he gets to that point where he can control it, he's going to guide it to the outside jet sow position. And we'll go back and forth like that a few times. I feel the force, I catch it, I control it, and I guide it out. Now, why do we want to wait until the person has extended their arm? Well, actually, it'll be easier for you to control that force with the person's arm extended rather than if the arm is closer. If you remember from a previous video, I said we always hold our hand or hold our arm in this V shape here. Why? Because that arm can be best supported by the body. As I said before, you can actually hold more weight here than if you hold more weight out here. The same concept when you're learning to control and guide somebody's force. If I'm here and he comes in and punches, if his arm is right here in this bent position, he can better support it with his body. Harder for me to guide it off. But as he extends forward here, then it'll actually be easier for me to guide and control that force. Now you're learning to take it to that next level and feel when the force is heavy and when the force is light and how you can learn to control and ultimately guide it. Now, this isn't just a one-way drill where the person just punches and the other guy is learning to control that force. The person who's punching can actually also learn to control their force. From here, he'll do the block this time, and I'm going to come in and do the punch. When I come in and I punch, and he's feeling force and going with it, I want to ask myself, am I pushing against his arm? Because if I'm pushing against his arm, and he just moves his hand, and my arm flies away from the target, then, well, yeah, it'd be easier for him to counter me, of course. But that means I'm not driving my own car. I'm not controlling my own force. So from here, I need to be able to keep on target. I aim towards his chest, and I want to ask myself, am I pushing against his hand? If you're pushing against that other person, even if it's just a little bit, at that level, that actually means that you're muscling that person. And if that other person has the skill to be able to feel it, then they'll take over and they'll be able to control you and guide you and wherever they want to. So let's go over that little drill one more time. He comes in and punches. I want to feel that force. I'm going to go with that force, and when it gets to a point here, then I want to be able to guide that force. When I feel that force kind of dissipate. Now, when I come in here, I'm going to punch. He's going to feel that force. When it gets to a point where he can control it, and he guides it off to the outside jet. And he comes in and punches. I feel the force. I guide it off. So you can apply this simple drill towards your chi sow, and that will lead you to better application from closing the gap distance as well. All right, good luck.